Welcome to The Hook. I'm your host, Aaron Castro. And today... What's that? What's that? Is that a rookie? Rookie's ready to fly. The USA Women Eagles are taking on the England Red Roses in the first round of the World Rugby Women's Super Series. I think it's the World Rugby Women's Super Series. Maybe it's actually the USA Rugby Women's Super Series. But top 5 women's teams in San Diego over a 2.5 week period. Get out there, support the Women Eagles. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So, before we take a look at this young Women Eagle squad that is going to be taking the field against the Red Roses, we really need to take a look at the Red Roses squad because it is a bit different than what we've seen in the past, especially this last November when we went there and lost from 5-57 to the Red Roses. So, in a lot of ways, no Kate Daly McLean, right? Maybe that helps. No Sarah Hunter. No Rachel Burford. But, Rachel Burford's there, I believe. She's just hasn't been called in for this, but this is still a strong squad to go through the list. Got Eleanor Perry from the Saracens Women. She's got 3 caps. Heather Currett, hooker, from Darlington Moden Park Sharks, 16 caps. Sarah Byrne from Bristol Bears Women, 25 caps at tight head prop. At left lock, Zoe Aldcroft, Gloucester Hart Prairie Women with 9 caps. Abby Scott at captain for the Red Roses and teammate of USA Women Eagles, Christine Sommer, of the Harlequins ladies with 36 caps. At blindside, got Joe Brown from Loughborough Lightning, 5 caps. At open side, got Marley Packer, Saracens Women, 65 caps. Number 8, from Saracens Women, Poppy Cleo, 29 caps. In the back line, to your halfbacks, at Scrum-Half, we've got Claudia McDonald, a young woman from Wasp SC Ladies, with 4 caps. And then Zoe Harrison, so really is sort of like new 9-10 connection from Saracens Women with 13 caps. Kelly Smith at left wing, Gloucester Hart Prairie Women, 9 caps. Amber Reed at inside center, Bristol Bears Women, 49 caps. Emily Scarrett, Loughborough Lightning, 78 caps. Lydia Thompson, Worcester Valkyries, 40 caps. Worcester Valkyries. Doesn't that sound awesome? At fullback, 25 caps from Saracens Women, or 22 caps rather, Sarah McKenna. To the bench, got Clara Nielsen from Bristol Bears Women. She will be on debut. And reserve hooker. As your 2 reserve props, Hannah Botterman from Saracens Women, 10 caps. Chloe Edwards on debut from Harlequins Ladies. Said Chloe Edwards twice. At your reserve locks and loose forwards, you've got Catherine O'Donnell, Loughborough Lightning, 12 caps. Sarah Beckett, Furwood Waterloo, 6 caps. And Natasha Hunt, just hanging out there on the bench. She'll come in here and provide some lift from Gloucester Hart Prairie, 46 caps. Millie Wood from Gloucester Hart Prairie Women, 4 caps. And Carrie Williams from Loughborough Lightning with 4 caps. So, what are England going to do here? Well, they're going to play very forward, front foot ball while also getting to the ball to their athletes. Because one of the reasons why you would do that is they have the best club competition in the world in the Tyrrell's Premiership, Tyrrell's Premier 15s, as it were. And that's kind of what they did the last time. They beat us up, and then they put it to their finishers, which is really not their bench, but they put finishers on the roster. Their finishers are, Kelly Smith, Lydia Thompson, Emily Scarrett. Those are the women that will go around and sidestep you and make it hurt. Up front, I mean, Sarah Byrne, she's got 2 World Cups, I believe, under her belt. I guess the one place that we could try to attack in the front row is Elena Perry. But guess what? She plays for Saracens, so she's probably really, really good. It's not a first-choice squad because some women are taking the time off, some women are being given the time off, and some women are out for injury like Vicky Fleetwood. Miss you, Fleets. I hope you recover well. But moving on to USA Women Eagles and why this matters. Today, a little while ago, the Match Day 23 was released, and what do we got? Kate Zachary returns to lead the team at captain, at flank, with some really big changes, and we'll go over that. And I guess sort of my concerns at the end. Front row, love this front row. Katie Benson, prop, Lucid, Life West Gladiatrix, 17 caps. At hooker, Joanna Kitlinski, Glendale Merlins, 8 caps. Tight head prop, Hope Rogers from USA Sevens, 25 caps. Number 4 lock, dear friend, Christine Sommer of Saracens Women, Seattle Saracens Women, and Harlequins Ladies with 7 caps. Number 5 lock, Stacey Bridges from Beantown Rugby, 36 caps. She is also, so I guess this is some Inception stuff, an assistant coach at Dartmouth under Katie Dowdy, and one of her players is on this roster. And we'll get into that. At blind side, Kate Zachary from the San Diego Surfers, 9 caps, captain. At open side, Joycelyn Taufa, please, screwing that out, sorry. From Lindenwood University with 3 caps. Number 8, Asinate Sareve returns to the side after recovering from injury and also completing her degree. Congratulations. She did play against the Barbarians, so she has had her hand up for selection recently, so she is ready to go and get after it. On debut, Ashley Birch, Scrum-Half from USA 7's residency. So that'll be interesting. At Fly-Half, Gabriella Cantorna from the Glendale Merlins with 3 caps. And from Seattle Saracens Women, Janine Duncan, 2 caps. Inside center, Eti Hongatau from USA 7's residency, 0 caps on debut. At outside center, one of my favorite players in the whole world, Alev Kelter, 9 caps. She's going to bring the heat. It's going to be awesome. At right wing, we've got Bui Baravilala, San Diego Surfers, with 6 caps. At fullback, Blow Mataitoga from Berkeley All Blues, on debut. Your reserves, we've got Nick James from the Hark Sharks, 6 caps. Hooker, that's going to be interesting. Never seen her do that. But, tight head props can do all sorts of stuff. At reserve prop, Charlie Jacoby, Chicago North Shore, on debut. Alicia Washington from New York Rugby Club, 17 caps. Elizabeth Cairns, number 19, from Life West, Gladiatrix, with 8 caps. On debut, possibly. We'll see. More than likely. Olivia Ortiz from Davenport University. Another dear friend, and the phenom at center and probably wing in this game is going to be Emily Henrik from Dartmouth College, the M.A. Sorensen Award winner, who has 2 caps. Chris Thomas, back from USA 7s into the 15s realm. She's probably going to play a lot this whole series. And heck, she's probably going to play a lot on Friday. 7 caps. And then another young woman on debut is Katana Howard from the Twin Cities Ons. Goes Ons. So really to dig into this and why I think it's going to be difficult, partially if you weigh caps versus when each team actually played last. The England women did play last. They played Barbarians FC. Interestingly, both the last opponents for each team were the Barbarians. England came away with victory. For some reason, I thought we came away with the win. But we lost to the Barbarians by 1 point, 33-34 in Glendale. A lot of this roster is very similar to that roster that faced off against the Barbarians with some big backfill in the likes of Christine Sommer, Chris Thomas, Alec Kelter, Emily Henrich. But the biggest thing for me is this front row. I think will be fine. They've played together before. They've got chemistry, which is always important. Christine and Stacy, they've both played in the second row together before. The last time out, Stacy was wearing the 4 shirt, and Christine was wearing the 5 shirt. So Christine is, she's played a lot of lock now, and that's become, I wouldn't say her natural position, as she talks about on the Earful of Dirt Lineouts podcast, which I interviewed her for. But it's her natural. She's a flanker, but she's become a lock because that's where she had to play in the World Cup, and that's where she has played it at Harlequins, and she's really learned how to be a lock because it is a different mentality from playing 6. But she is a ball carrier. She hits hard. She's got it. And then you go to the back row. You've got Captain Kate Zachary and Joycelyn Taufa and Asunante Sarevi. I think that's a really talented back row. You really haven't seen them play together because, of course, Kate has 9 caps, Sarevi's just back, and Joyce has 3 caps. But you look at how they played against the Babas. You had Asunate there. Rachel Johnson, actually, again, was at 7 for the USA women. But it's real. They're very athletic, and they have good ball skills. I think up front, we match up very well against this team. Where I don't think we match up very well against the Red Roses really is, I would say, at fullback and at Scrum-Half and Fly-Half. Ashley Birch, very talented player. Played on the National Championship Davenport team a couple of years ago, and then went to Central Washington to play for Katie Dowdy before being selected. Well, she made it to the Junior All-Americans and then was called up to USA Sevens and also joined the World Class Athlete Program, enlisting in the Army, and has been at Sevens residency for the last 2 years. So she's a very talented player, but this is her first cap, and there I gotta say I would always choose someone else, not choose a different player, but choose a different team to play against as going on debut. And usually you want to bring in studs off the bench like this because she is a highly talented player, like I said. I think we are going to match up decently well at the wing position with both Janine and Bowie, and also with our centers. I think, Emily Scarrett versus Olive Kelter. They played against each other in 15s. They played a ton against each other in 7s. They're a little bit different stylistically, but man, that is a matchup to see. But going back to 9-10 connection and our spine, the biggest difference between us and England is their spine has overall a lot more caps. We've got 8. So 8, 10, 13. Yeah, we've got less than 20 caps along our spine. That says a lot. It's a big indicator in men's rugby, and definitely a big indicator, I would say more so, in women's rugby. if a spine along a team has a lot of caps, it's going to matter because for us, over the years, we really haven't gotten a lot of tests, and I think this is going to be the first year where we're going to have 10 test level matches. But, so it's something to look at. How do we want to play? We're also going to want to play physical, but we're going to want to play skillful and get the balls out to our backs so that we can play a fast style of rugby. We're going to kick a bunch and try to put players in a good position to attack. But my major concern still happens to be our 9-10 connection right now and probably through the rest of the series. And I think together, both Ashley and Gabriella will get a lot of time together and their chemistry will sort of merge together and we'll have, because they are both very talented players. I probably said that like 8 times, but it's just a hard look to go with here against the Red Roses. So I think we match up pretty well athletically overall. Where we don't match up well is in the experience level. I think we could catch them a little bit because the Red Roses did not fly out early, which I thought was kind of weird. I would have flown out early and gotten here, I would say last Friday. But I think they got here on Tuesday. So we might be able to catch them and probably get one over. But, it's the Super Series is going to be tough, and this is a great match to open up against. And, always back the Eagles. Always. So, if I'm going to make a pick, I'm going to Eagles -3. So, there you have it. I'm Aaron Castro for The Hook. USA Women versus Red Roses. If you haven't bought a ticket, you can buy a ticket at usarugby.org/Super Series 2019.